that would be happening, because I mean it must be some level of intentional behind that. I mean, you don't just stop making one of your products.
Yeah.
It seems like there must be some level of conscious decision behind that, but I can't imagine what that could possibly be.
There's just some guy sitting in a factory stealing PS3s. He's like, no, I'm gonna sell them on the black market. So yeah, I think that's a bad move by them.
Yeah.
Or if it's even a move at all, or just like coincidence, but
Or
I
just-
doubt that.
Just general production stupidity.
Yeah. Like someone accidentally, put like a bomb
Or
in
like
each of the PS3s.
somehow
we have
somehow
to
they
recall all these.
screwed up and said, "Oh, well, you know what? We don't have the materials to make this chip right now."
Yeah.
And
Or-
you miss a month in there, and all of a sudden you're not
Yeah.
at the
Going.
rate you need to be.
Yeah. Well,
I
I guess it's kind of unfortunate that that's happened, but
GameStop.
Okay, GameStop. You would expect in 2009. We all know about the poor economic times and whatever.
mm-hmm.
So you would expect gaming, which is a pretty expensive hobby, to experience a very bad year.
Well,
Yeah.
actually,
As much as it was blockbuster filled, that
Yeah.
only came at the very end.
yeah. Well, video games is really an industry that excels during a recession, because they're not terribly expensive, and it's something you can buy once and continually enjoy.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's
Video-
why the Wii was so popular when it released, because it was like,
because it was cheap.
Yeah.
and the best game was already included.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And everyone was like, oh.
It experienced a 3.1% increase from fiscal 2008.
Huh.
It's not too bad. There wasn't anything big in 2008 ever. Like,
There was one big game.
And Modern Warfare 2, like the most engrossing game,
had like,
was in 2009.
and I'm also gonna say that like I think that's
I mean, that's probably why, like, one of the top reasons. So,
we'll talk about this.
yep. So,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's that.
Yeah. I mean, not really much.
So
to say there.
here comes our big
fatty update.
fatty update that we're going mostly off of our collective readings on this.
Yeah. So
We're calling it our Infinity Ward / Respawn Entertainment, and we'll get to that.
yeah,
Yes.
Infinity Ward got fired a while back.
Okay,
We talked about that.
Zampella and West got fired.
They
sued
they sued
They sued.
for
Activision.
for
Not
being fired
royalties.
wrongfully for the royalties that they should be getting and
Yeah.
right to the Modern Warfare brand.
Yes.
To make games that occurred after a certain time period, or
It was
other.
anything like past Vietnam.
something like that.
Anyway, modern day Call of Duty games by Activision, they wouldn't be allowed to make them.
Yes. It would only be Infinity Ward.
Or West
Or
and
what-
Zampella, whatever
yeah,
they go
just
on to
them.
do.
Yeah.
So, from there, let's try to follow this chronologically. Like a week or so ago,
Mhm.
Activision countersued and said,
Yes.
"You guys are a bunch of scheming people who are lying. We did not fire you wrongfully." And I haven't read it yet,
Yeah.
but I don't know if they're asking for money back or anything,
Or they're just like,
or they're just like, we don't like you. We're countersuing you because you're suing us.
Yeah.
Then you guys want to take from?
Yeah, so I guess what happened most recently is Wes and Zampella, the two guys who were fired, decided to form their own company, Respawn something.
Entertainment.
Respawn Entertainment. Yeah.
Respawn Entertainment. So, they've respawned, and
They're
Yeah.
reborn.
yeah, there's so many puns that I could make there, but I'm not gonna. So they've started their own company, which was hired by EA,
Or signed on with
or
EA.
signed on with EA,
Which is basically like a slap in the face.
Oh, and we forgot one key thing, which is shortly after they left, and a couple other key guys left. But since Respawn has started up,
Mhm.
there's been like a mass exodus where every couple days you're hearing another key person leaves Infinity Ward.
and
joins Respawn.
Oh,
Well-
we're not hearing expressly that they're joining Respawn, but one would assume.
Yeah, one would assume that, if they're leaving Infinity Ward and, their big top guns are up in making a new, game developing company,
yeah.
it's pretty likely that they're going over there.
Mm-hmm.
Or are going on to some other major.
Yeah.
The point is that Infinity Ward becomes weaker by the day
Yeah.
Mhm.
to the
And
point where
they're
I wouldn't want to buy any of their next game because it's Infinity Ward.
Yeah.
they've
Whereas
lost a
Respawn,
lot of-
I'm going to take a very serious look at whatever they
Yeah.
put out.
definitely, just because they.
I want to say, haha, Activision, you got screwed.
Well, I think they kind of
there's that.
screwed themselves because they're making, like that Modern Warfare action game or whatever.
Oh, whatever the
The
action
with the-
adventure
Yeah.
or
The
whatever.
action adventure.
coined by Vinny Caravella,
Oh, yeah.
God of Warfare.
Yeah.
whatever the hell that's gonna be.
So, I mean, it seems like they're kind of screwing themselves over.
Mhm.
And they're like, well, we don't do anything, so counter sue.
Yeah.
Your move. So,
Yeah.
that's a little unfortunate for them, but who really cares about them?
Yeah. Activision kind of had it coming, to tell the truth.
I know. They turn into EA for a little bit. Hopefully they change.
What I'm getting from the shortness that I just read about their thing is that they're pretty much saying that
Yes.
they're pretty much just saying like, look, you guys are wrong and you're holding our product hostage.
Yeah.
And I assume that actually they'll be trying to wrap the suit. What might expedite the suit is the fact that in their suit they mentioned that they're making a Modern Warfare 3
Oh, yeah.
already.
Yeah.
And, one would think, this legal battle's going to last for years.
Mm-hmm.
Except it can't last for years. In fact, it can't really go past late this year,
Mm-hmm.
or else Activision's going to have to announce Modern Warfare 3 like a month before it comes out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what's happening is, even so, it feels to me like Modern Warfare 3 is kind of getting pushed into production,
Yeah, it seems like they're almost trying to force themselves to do it.
just so, almost so that they can just spite Weston Zempelli.
Yeah, because, they didn't really announce that Modern Warfare 2 was coming out until, like, not even, I don't think, 6 months before. And now they're just like, we're going to make it now, like, 6 months after.
We got like a 9-month heads up on
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2.
Mm-hmm.
Which was, like, a year or so after Call of Duty 4. Which
Yeah,
was,
like everyone was kind of just still playing Call of Duty 4, and they're like, boom.
Yeah,
And even they kind of just said, we're developing this. Like, it was to the point where they just kind of said, we're building it.
yeah.
But when Activision was like, it's Modern Warfare 2, was like not more than a year before it came out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, odd.
So essentially, Activision's mad that they're suing them.
Yeah.
What
and they're
is this?
saying that they're conniving evil people. But the thing is that Weston Zampella say, look, you guys were, like, they said that they were holding back their royalties. They said that they were holding back on their own employees' royalties so they'd be easier to poach after their new company.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, no, you guys signed an agreement with them that they couldn't even get their loyalties until a week after you fired them, or a week before you fired them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would get their royalties a week after they fired them or something.
Yeah. Something where they couldn't really get their royalties.
Anymore, yeah.
So what's
And
this?
what will be interesting about the suit is I think they're almost guaranteed, unless there's really a point here about the countersuit and them being fired rightfully, which I don't think there is.
Yeah.
I think they'll definitely get their royalties because it's a lot of money.
Yeah. It is. Wasn't it like a billion?
$32 million a
30
piece, I think.
Yeah. Money.
That's more than my allowance.
And so, yeah, that's a lot of money.
And that's that story. So what's this? Gamer rehab?
Okay,
Oh, yeah. This is kind of funny.
I put this on here. 3 weeks
It
ago.
already sounds funny.
And I put it on here because we were gonna have to talk about a lot of bad, weird stuff.
Continue.
So, anyway, there's this place in London
Yes.
where essentially, I'm really just buying time whenever the page is load. Well, it's pretty short. Okay, a new service has opened offering help and rehabilitation for those severely addicted to games.
Damn, they should have opened this in like Korea or something.
I
mean,
know. Why
really.
in London? No one.
Dr. Richard Graham's new rehab service at the Capio Nightingale Hospital, which aims at wait, did I say a threat? No, to treat 15 to 17-year-olds addicted to gaming, the internet, and mobile phones.
15 to 17?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not like the 40-year-old Koreans that like kill people.
Like no, really, no. I think I think this is just a little bit of a
Okay, let's see what they're defining as it. If you're wondering what would qualify you to be checked into rehab, here's a useful barometer.
all right.
Dr. Graham's patient who, when asked to shut down their computers, freaked out at their parents so much that police had to be called to defuse the argument.
yeah, that kid might have a problem. He just